By dark matter. You know that feeling when the galaxy you're in spirals together in a kind of harmony, rather than just flinging off into the outer reaches of space? That's thanks to the massive gravitational pull of dark matter. And even though we can't see or touch or even detect it, we like it. Alright, here are the rest of the ads.
Exotic eggs. So
5-bar. I know. You want a hug? Okay, ready, hug.
Is chicken. With their little flock librarians, chickens is
a bee.
And so when she was looking at
Oh, well, I'm buying the really expensive
farming, what was your chicken dream? What did it in their backyard? Voted to backyard chicken. Cool. I have a story for you today.
Okay.
So I heard from a listener named Iris. Where are you?
I am in Des Moines, Iowa. So
cool.
Exotic.
She'd written us a very delightful email about something just absurd that had happened in this Facebook group devoted to backyard chickens.
Okay.
So Iris said, like, a couple years ago, she was in grad school, and she had this friend from Oregon who had started chicken farming in their backyard. And her friend would always tell her about it and, like, send her pictures. So Iris started to be like, oh, maybe I want to get into chicken farming. What was your chicken dream? What did it look like?
Well, at the time I was cooking very little meat and a lot of eggs. So I was like, oh, well, I'm buying the really expensive eggs at the grocery store. So what if I just had 5 chickens one day? You know, like, how fun would that be?
And so when she was looking into chickens, she came across this Facebook group. It was called Backyard Chickens. She joined it. Backyard Chickens is a huge group. It's like 90,000-ish people.
Amber's such a sweetie. That's Cotton. Hi, Ziggy.
I had 15 new chicken babies to the flock today. 5-bar.
It's a really interesting mix. You have, like, suburbanites, off-the-gridders, librarians, teachers, tech people. All these people all over the world who are getting to live out their farm homesteading dream with their little flock of birds behind their house.
I have turned into this guy. The guy who sits in a rocking chair at night holding his chicken.
So they're posting their corny chicken memes, their chicken videos, chicken love.
I know. You want a hug? Okay, ready, hug. Oh, hug. Ready, want a hug?
A lot of them are doing it for the first time, like Jessica Arroyo.
I guess you could call me a city girl. And I had not ever been around anyone with chickens ever before. Never.
Jessica said she landed on this page, and it was just like tapping into a treasure trove.
It's tried and true tricks, just passed down from generation to generation, basically.
Yeah.
I just picked it up from reading the group posts like it was a book every day.
The thing that I didn't realize is that chickens are very sensitive creatures with a lot of medical emergencies. Like, there's this kind of infection called bumblefoot, which is like a bulbous infection in the foot.
Whoa, ew.
Yeah, and they get parasites, but they're also just getting constantly mauled by whatever animal's able to make its way inside their coop. And Iris, the original woman who had got in touch with me, she read me some of those posts.
While Chica was dying, she fecal. And then it's like a post of a completely dead chicken.
Oh, God.
It's like, look at this photo. My chicken got attacked by a fox and its eyeball is hanging out. What do I do?
What do you do?
Yeah.
It's over, man. At that point, it's over.
Put that creature down. No, you guys would be good in this group. Iris is realizing that chickens live their whole lives on this, like, little tightrope over this yawning chasm of death. There's always something coming for them. And so she decided, I don't want to get chickens.
But I thought the group was fun, and I just stayed in it.
She's in it for like 3 years, and then she said that in the end of October of last year, there was a very strange development, which is that the administrator of the group, this guy named Connor, he posted something. I'm just gonna share it with you, and you know what? And you guys elect which one of you is gonna read it.
I'd like to read it.
All right, Alex wants to read it.
All right, this is from Connor.
Good afternoon. We know all good things must come to an end. Sadly, this group is no longer for chickens.
No longer for chickens?
Don't worry, tons of backyard chicken groups have been made. Did not want to leave y'all hanging, so please join those. However, if you're interested in crypto and maybe want to learn, you're free to stay. Until then, God bless.
Oh, fuck off. What?
That's what Iris said.
It was a chicken group. It wasn't like a gaming group where you could maybe think like, okay, these are computer people, like
Sure.
there's some overlap. No, it's like people who take their chicken to the county fair.
I talked to a bunch of people who were on backyard chickens at the time, and they were very baffled by this post. Like Ashley.
I was just like shocked. Like obviously this was like a community that we had for years, so it was just like a lot to process when I read that.
I talked to another backyard chickens member named Alex who hadn't actually noticed the changeover yet. Like, all she knew was that she could no longer find her beloved backyard chickens. So I asked her if she wouldn't mind just like looking through her Facebook groups.
Waltham High School Show Choir alumni. Let me tell you, that's an active one. Greenfield, Mass. Moms, Parents, and Caregivers. Crypto with Connor? I'm not sure what that is.
I showed her Connor's post, one where he changed the group. Do you want to read? You want to read this?
Oh my God! You're blowing my mind right now. Oh my God! Good afternoon. We know all good things must come to an end. Sadly, this group. I am drunk. Don't worry. You're blowing my mind right now. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why you can no longer find backyard chickens.
That is bonkers. Crypto has like infiltrated my life in every way at this particular juncture, but I have absolutely no interest in it.
Alex couldn't help but find it funny that crypto has reached the very last place that it belongs, which is like this community of people who are trying to turn back to traditional techniques away from modern life.
Right.
And, you know, I've seen it popping up in surprising places too, like a good friend of mine, really lovely, sweet person who one evening over drinks with me and my wife starts telling us about the promise of decentralized autonomous organizations, or the friendly guy at the dog park who gives me his business card, and he's an NFT evangelist. It's a trippy feeling. It's like the whole world went to a seminar that I slept through, and I can't help but feel skeptical. Like, I'm being invited to a gold rush that's really only going to benefit the very first people who show up. And the people in Backyard Chickens, they're extremely skeptical, especially because this admin guy, Connor, who had suddenly turned the group into a crypto group, he had appeared out of nowhere. And everybody's like, wait, who is this? Did you have a sense of who ran the group?
No, I had never even considered it until I saw that post from Connor, and
Yeah.
We didn't even know who this. Well, I never knew who this guy was.
That's Jessica Arroyo again.
Like, how do I even know this Connor is a Connor? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So Connor changes the name of Backyard Chickens to Crypto with Connor. And he immediately starts posting about crypto, coins like YoCoin and Cumrocket, and he's posting polls
Hold on. You can't just blow past Cumrocket. That's a kind of cryptocurrency.
I'm glad you said that, because I didn't want to be the person to
I'm happy to be the person who does that. That's what the hell is Cumrocket?
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, Cumrocket looks like it's sort of like a crypto OnlyFans.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Wait, but sorry.
What does that
sorry,
mean?
how does that work?
So, creators make sexy NFTs. You buy the currency of the Cumrocket website, which is called Cummies.
Uh-huh. Naturally.
Ugh.
And then you buy the NFTs with the Cummies.
So that's gummies. Iris and I noticed that he also had a post about this coin called Fux, Phucks. Connor writes, "It's a long-term gem. Give it 3 years and I'll be smoking the good stuff on my yacht."
But then if you scroll down, there's this woman, Jessica, who every single one of these posts, she posts the please report this group.
She's pissed.
I was so upset, and I wanted to do more, and I was totally refraining. My heart was broken, so I couldn't handle it. And then he blocked me.
Yeah.
And I just have to kind of go in a corner and sit down and be quiet.
But Jessica wasn't the only one protesting. Like, people were commenting on his posts about crypto and being like, "This is lame, and I hope you get Bumblefoot." But then he started blocking those people too, of course. Here's Iris again.
So people would, I assume, we're trying to post chicken things still, but there's like new posts about chickens have stopped appearing.
The members of the Backyard Chickens group, they had all sorts of theories about what was going on. They were like, the group's definitely been hacked, or it's been sold for followers. Jessica, her mind just went to the most conspiratorial place, and she was like, maybe it has something to do with Russia. This other woman pointed out that Connor claimed to have started the group 4 years ago, but he'd only been an admin on the group for 2 years. So, like everybody in the group, I really want to know, who is this person, and how had he seemingly come out of nowhere to take control of the group and turn it into this crypto thing? So, I messaged Connor, and I get a response immediately.
Oh, wow. What did they say?
I'll tell you that after the break.
Nice! Are you serious? Like, are we doing this right now? Can you just tell me?
No, we're in the middle of ads right now.
So you know that tension between who we are, who we're expected to be, and who we want to be. Stop with David Young to forge all of that. Know about the anxieties and absurdities around race, sex, money, and so much more. Join me for a trip inside my brain to help me get unstuck. Follow Stuck with David Young, free, only on Spotify, to get new episodes every week.
In the 1970s, my dad was a police officer. One night, he pulled over a car he saw swerving, and he recognized the man behind the wheel.
As being one of the priests that abused him in residential school, and he ended up beating the shit out of him.
Trying to find the priest who abused my dad has unraveled a much bigger story. I'm Connie Walker. Stolen Surviving St. Michael's premieres May 17th. Follow and listen only on Spotify.
A lot of people don't want me to tell you the story of Nusseibah Hassan. It's a story filled with secrets. Secrets that some people wish would just stay hidden. Not a day goes by that I don't think of her. Where is she? I want to find the truth, and I want you to join me. Season 3 of Conviction, The Disappearance of Nusseibah Hassan, is out now. Follow and listen for free, only on Spotify.
Do you ever find yourself wondering, how the hell did they come up with a character like the Joker?
So he was running guns and drugs out of some wagon in mid to late 19th century. This is like 19th century Breaking Bad.
The answer may surprise you. Join us as we domino across 2 centuries and uncover the origins of the Batman and the Joker. Only on Not Past It. Follow and listen for free, only on Spotify.
Welcome back to the show. So I reached out to Connor on Facebook, asked him, would you be interested in talking to me? He said he would.
Okay.
But scheduling was tricky because the nefarious owner of this chickens turned crypto group, he had baseball practice every day after school. Connor is 17. He's still in high school.
Wow.
But eventually, one night in February, we finally connected.
You want me to go ahead and press the audio record?
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, thank you. Connor lives in Monroe, North Carolina, which is this, like, small-towny suburb of Charlotte. And you're, are you, like, a senior in high school?
I'm a junior. I just turned 17.
Oh, okay, you're a junior.
Yeah.
right off the bat, Connor just wasn't who I expected. Like, he talks with this flat affect of a teenager, but he's actually a really open, curious person.
I'm really interested in this whole podcast thing. When did y'all start Gimlet Media?
He was asking me all of these questions.
Gimlet is based out of New York City, right?
He said these days he only listens to podcasts.
All the kids are like, dude, what? You don't listen to music? I'm like, no, podcasts. I get to learn while I'm just chilling in school.
As we were chatting, I was wondering, how the hell did this 17-year-old kid find himself in charge of this 90,000 person group? I told him I would love to hear the story. And I want to start all the way at the beginning.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
Connor said the story starts back in 2017.
Yeah, so at the time I was only, I think 12 or 13. I was in 5th grade, I think. And I'm not a country person. I just had this fascination of how you could turn an egg into a living creature. My neighbors, they own a farm where they have like zebras, camels, all types of exotic animals. And so they got me into it because I went over there one summer to help them out.
His neighbors, they showed Connor all the different birds they had on the property. Ostriches, peacocks, emus.
The emus, they were just scary because I was 12. I was just a kid. And these big birds with long necks and beaks trying to poke you and stuff.
Oh, wow.
I didn't really hang around them much. Have you heard of the guinea? It's native to Africa.
No.
But what it does, why most people have them down here, is one guinea can clean one whole acre of ticks. Do you know what a tick is?
Connor had this habit that I'm just not super used to in teenagers, which is that he would regularly interrupt himself to make sure that I was keeping up, like that I knew the thing he was talking about. It was actually sweet. Over the course of the interview, he asked me if I was familiar with use case, FOMO, homesteaders, Gary Vee, federal mediators, Tractor Supply, and ticks. Okay. So, anyway, more than even just like the exotic birds, at the farm, it's really the eggs that catch Connor's attention. For instance, the emu egg, I looked this up, and it is this gorgeous, like, massive, sparkly blue-green egg. It's like the size of your hand. Here, I'm just gonna send you a picture.
Holy moly, that thing looks like...
It looks like if you told me that was like a fake dragon's egg off of like Game of Thrones or something, I would tell you. I would say, yeah, that makes sense.
And I've never seen an egg like that ever, like not even online or anything. And I just became obsessed with it. And I was like, wow, I want to get into it.
Connor unexpectedly really gravitated toward his neighbor's chickens. Because these weren't just any old chickens. They had chickens like the Silky Bantam, which is like this adorable tiny Muppet chicken.
Basically like a huge cotton ball. And their eggs are so small, it's like the size of your thumb.
There's the Ayam Cemani out of Indonesia.
Everything on them is black.
Black eyes, beak, feathers, feet, even tongue. Connor had never seen anything like it.
I fell in love with it.
There's the Polish chicken, a very friendly bird with this like blow-dried pompadour.
They have the funky look to them.
This thing's gorgeous. I have never thought to myself, I bet there are aesthetically pleasing chickens out there, but holy shit.
And Connor, he doesn't respond to his newfound fascination by deciding to become like